It's Bourbon Blog Live, our Cigar Saturday. I'm Tom Fischer, and this is Matty Rock. How's it going, Matty?
What's up there, my brother? Much love and good to see you. What's going on there, peeps out there? Hope everybody is having a good weekend, keeping safe, doing their thing.
Absolutely, and we're going to get everyone warmed up here as we're warming up with some nice cigars, a cocktail, and David Rose, celebrity chef David Rose, will be with us here in just a few minutes. He's going to be joining us on camera, so make sure you're liking this, sharing this. I know a lot of David Rose fans out there, and amazingly, this is a guest which you and I both know and have had some fun experiences with, right?
Yeah, man, Dave's a great dude. I've known him for probably going on close to 10 years. Got to be around with him, work with him when he was working on the Big Green Egg, and big cigar fans. Obviously, him being a top dog chef and me eating anything that a top dog chef makes. I mean, perfect friendship. So, great guy. You know, now he's, you fast forward, he's a big TV personality, and I mean, I knew that was coming for him because he's just such a. I mean, and you know him well. He's such a wonderful human being, hospitable kind of dude. And like I said, you add that with somebody who smokes cigars and is a connoisseur, and you add a really good chef. I mean, well, shit, there you go.
Absolutely. He's a class act, just a really wonderful guy. A lot of fun, very talented. As I was telling you earlier, Matty, and as many of you know, I did a project a few years ago with David myself where he represented a rum cigar, the rum barrel aged, and I represented the bourbon barrel, American barrel aged. He did the Nicaragua barrel aged cigars as a duel called the Camacho Throwdown for Camacho cigars. So we had a whole lot of fun with that, and we got to debate each other. I don't know if the debate was really based on much fact at all. I think it was just a whole lot of fun and cigar performance. But we had a great time traveling from Vegas to Atlanta to Tampa with each other. We had a lot of fun, and so it'll be nice to see him on here tonight. Got to actually try a lot of his food. When I got to travel with him, he would make some food. I would make some bourbon cocktails. We would have a whole lot of fun, and there's I guess the jury is still out on who actually won the Camacho Throwdown. Though we tried to take votes, we could never really. I think we're both winners, but we're having some good times. We want to hear what you all are drinking and smoking, or what you're doing tonight. Tell us down below, Matty. What are you trying? What kind of cigar are you having there?
Well, I figure since Bourbon just smoked an Undercrown. I mean, what's good for Bourbon has to be good for the rock, right? So I'm smoking the Dogma configuration. So you got that nice little box press action going on here, which I like. So gotta get my my Dogma on. Great stick. You know how I always tout my my Undercrowns, especially Maduros. You know, I love that Maduro wrapper. Means the world to me. And in this configuration, you're getting a great smoke. And believe it or not, for those who don't smoke all the time, the different configuration with that box press actually makes a difference. So it makes for a little bit different flow through the stick, a little bit different taste. And like I said, nod to Bourbon. Good. What's good for the Bourbon is good for the rock.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm having the Drew Estate Undercrown, the Shady. This is really one of my favorites. I really enjoyed this a lot. And wondering what Chef David Rose is going to be smoking and sipping. Well, let's ask him. He is now about to join us. It is our pleasure to welcome Chef David Rose. How's it going, David?
What's going on? What up? How you guys doing? Staying healthy and COVID-19. Staying healthy and COVID-19 free?
That's right.
He's trying to. What's going on, fellas? Good to see you. Even though it's virtual, it's good to see your faces.
It's great to see you.
Love you, buddy.
Too,
good to see you, my man.
Love you as well, gents. And my center, can you see me? I know it's a lot of head. Can you see me?
This is well centered. You're well centered, my friend.
But y'all cut the arms off though. Like I wore like a t-shirt, a fitted t-shirt for you guys and everything. Like I got all these goods, but where did Matty go? It's on.
I'm gonna let you go ahead and show the arms once. We'll remove both of ourselves.
Okay, all right. All right. I wore this for you guys, So hey, all right.
All right. We've now okay. Now he's in the middle. We've had a
little Brady Bunch action. Brady Bunch action.
You want to know what's funny? See, so David's showing the gun show, but you want to know what's funny about that? So as we know over the years, I've developed no guns. It went from like a 44 to a 38 to maybe a 22. But here's some guns. So I was with Walking Chin today. Now it's impressive that you did this, Dave, because we got some. I was with Mr. Walking Chin today when we were in Chinatown. So I have another special guest. This is little Matty that was given to me by Walking Shin.
Supposed to be you?
So no, not supposed to be me. Here's the representation. So if you want to show guns, dude, little Matty is freaking ripped, bro.
You got some nice abs.
I just want everyone to understand. You know, hold on. Do we have the gun? No, we don't quite have the big swole, but little Matty is friggin' ripped, bro. So you know,
those are like 14s, 15s. Those are decent. They're respectable. They're respectable.
After he does his workout, Matty is going to be back at that ripped look, right? We're all doing our pandemic. What's your pandemic workout? I bet it probably hasn't changed much, has it, David?
Lifts up
it
a few
hasn't
cars.
changed much at all, man. No, it's anything actually. I've been doing more, couple of cars, couple of trucks. I've been doing a lot more cardio, and I've actually lost 30 pounds. A little more trimmer, a little more fit. I feel a lot more healthy. So I went from 254 to 222. So whereas most people have been gaining during quarantine, I've been losing and maintaining my strength for the most part. Just shedding a little extra padding.
Right. No, you're doing great. A lot of, and we should probably say there was and a big congratulations to you. Some really exciting news that you announced this week that just came out. Tell us your big news.
Okay, so as of this week, it's been officially announced that I am the new executive chef and spokesperson for Omaha Steaks, a little steak company out of Nebraska. You might or might not have heard about them. So I will be responsible for research and development, new recipe creation, media, TV appearances, and just doing some really cool stuff with meat, different types of protein, steak, chicken, fish, the whole nine, and just excited to jump on in there and make it happen.
Congratulations to you, buddy.
That's great work.
Wonderful. That's very exciting.
I couldn't
Cheers.
be more
Thank you very much.
Yes.
I couldn't be more proud of you, bro. But I'm looking at my phone and I don't see the invitation to be the meat tester yet. So I'm figuring that there was maybe a snafu or something that was missed.
It's in the mail. It's in the mail. Old Pony Express style. So I sent it last week. It should be there in 2 months. It's on the back of a pony, so it'll be there.
Oh, are you already beginning to do some research and development there with the Omaha team? Tell us about how this all happened.
Yeah, pretty much, So I have an assortment of every single protein and steak they have. So I've been doing a lot of recipe testing at the home, and I'll be actually out in Omaha next month at HQ, meeting the corporate staff, and then just jumping right in. They're putting me to work, man. So I'm jumping right in, and I'll get into it next month.
Yeah,
that is really amazing. That's great. That's
Thank you very much.
So it's more than just steaks. They do chicken, they do fish, they do a lot of proteins.
Everything. They do sides, they do desserts, they do veggies, they do starches. They have their own line of spices and rubs. So like if it's food, they do it and they do it well. They actually are America's oldest food delivery service since 1917, man. So more than 100 years. They're doing something right. And those styrofoam coolers, they actually created those,
Wow.
So yes, they were thinking of different ways to keep their food cold and not perish, and kind of extend the length of time between transpo from them to the customer, and they invented that back in the day. So yeah, man, they're awesome. They're great. Very family-oriented company, and just super excited. They're letting me be me. So I'm bringing the heat.
So proud of you, dog.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it, fellas. Thank you so much.
Well done. And again, thanks to all who are just joining us. It's Bourbon Blog Live, and Chef David Rose has just joined us. Any questions for Chef David Rose? Ask them down below. You want to talk meat? You want to talk barbecue? You've seen this guy we've been seeing you on a lot of TV shows the last year or so. And obviously you've been on the Today Show. You've Steve Harvey. You've been a lot of places cooking some good meats and sharing some good recipes.
Thank you, man. It's awesome, man. It's just literally, truly, I'm passionate about my love for food. And I really think when somebody's organically passionate and driven by something, the rest kind of comes easy. It's work, but, it doesn't feel like work because I truly enjoy it. And it's brought me some really amazing places all over the world. Met you guys through my love of food. Steve Harvey, like you said, Good Morning America, Today Show, Food Network. And just, it's amazing, man. When you find something you truly love and passionate about, it's just easier because you enjoy it.
Yes, yes, and you do an amazing job. I always liked the dishes you made. I was telling Matty earlier we had some fun, and I posted that picture of us both with the Dukes up with the Camacho throwdown. You made some great sides, and some great meats to pair with the cigars, and I know the verdict is still out on who really won that. It's the ongoing debate. But
you didn't get the memo.
Well, I know
that's two missed memos. That's two.
You didn't get the memo. Rome, come on, man. Rome won, dude. Come on, Tom. Like they mailed that like 2-3 years ago. Did you get with it? Come on.
Well, now I know it looked like you would win. They just saw the still picture. They thought you would win. I know.
Run for the win. Run for the win. Oh, just type in hashtag run for the win. You'll see the results.
So Tom, are you saying 2.5 years later you haven't conceded yet? Come on, man.
Well, he doesn't quite know the exercise during the pandemic and what I've been doing. That's all right. No, and we both love the sticks and the bourbon and rum. What are you actually sipping tonight, David? What are you trying?
Yeah, doing a little Uncle Nearest small batch action.
Wonderful stuff.
You can see that. I know there's a glare. There you go. Okay, Uncle Nearest. Boom. Great stuff, as far as the backstory, this is the man that actually taught Jack Daniels how to make, Tennessee whiskey. So it's great. It's delicious. It's an amazing sipping whiskey. I got a big cube in there, enjoying that with a Davidoff Anniversary #3.
Very nice.
So I got that going right now, So I'm enjoying life right now. Living my best life as best as I can, being quarantined. Talking to you handsome mugs today.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And Uncle Nearest is great stuff. We've had some of the ambassadors on our show. I love it. We actually make cocktails with it quite often and sip on it. Yeah. It's great stuff. Annabelle brought me out a Revolver, which is a cigar pairing cocktail I like with rye and some coffee liqueur. And as David will remember, I'm quite a fan of the Peerless, which we had quite a bit a few years ago. I have
quite a bit's an understatement.
That's right. That's right. And I remembered what a big fan of the Plantation you are as well, rum. So I'm sipping a little bit of this too. In your since you're a fan of both.
Now we know why. Now we know why Tom forgot. After you said that, Dave, you said a little bit more than a little bit. All right. Give the man a break. Give the man a break.
Tom's definition of a little bit and our definition of a little bit are two different things, especially when it comes to bourbon and whiskey.
The number of fingers that is poured, right? It's different size of finger.
Exactly.
Sounds like a rematch.
But I love it, though, a rematch. We've had some good times. We've had some good times, and I'm always up for a rematch anytime.
We might just do that. It could happen. It could happen. What have you been enjoying? Or what have you been up to? I guess during the quarantine. What's been obviously a lot. You got the Omaha steak new position, but what else have you been up to? What's been happening in your world?
A lot of cooking. Work with a lot of different sponsors. Big Green Egg. We just wrapped up their Big Green Egg Eggtoberfest, and it's usually like the way I describe it is it's like the Woodstock for barbecue and grill fanatics. And every year, more than 3,000 people turn up in Stone Mountain Park in Atlanta, Georgia, and just for the love of barbecue, have a good time. So COVID, this year, everything COVID just kind of really messed up. We did a virtual Eggtoberfest and kind of united the grill fanatics all over the world. And I emceed that. And that was Friday through Sunday. Had a great time doing that. A lot of stuff with Nissan just in the house. Different food and liquor brands and beer brands, creating content, a lot of morning shows, GMA Today shows, broke a Guinness World Record with Al Roker and 40 other chefs. 69 other chefs. And it was great. Big names like Bobby Flay, Jose Andres, Marcus Samuelson, Andrew Zimmern, who else? Sarah Lee, a bunch of people, great group. And we broke a Guinness World Record for a sandwich relay, most sandwiches made in a virtual relay with 69 chefs. Don't laugh at the number, by the way.
So I was going to say,
don't laugh at the number.
Was it just a coincidence on how many showed up?
It was a coincidence, yeah. It was a coincidence. I think we could have found one more to make it 70, but I think 69, it makes it a little more rememberable,
Yeah, no, that's very exciting. What kind of
Natty likes that. Natty likes that.
Very nice. Yes, very nice.
Have you? Let me just sidetrack real quick. Have you seen the new Borat movie?
Not yet, but you know I'm going to.
Hilarious. When you get a chance, check it out. What I made was I'm a classic dude, but I also like to kind of bring a little different twist, a little different, a little different kind of, panache and kind of flair to it. So I did a crab cake BLT. So I did a crab cake, jumbo lump crab cake, some thick cut bacon, thick sliced tomatoes. I made like kind of a spicy kind of aioli with some toasted sourdough. And I literally had Al Roker drooling. So it was pretty fun. Good times.
Incredible. Everybody made a different type of sandwich. Is that right?
Everybody made a different type of sandwich. Exactly. Yeah.
Yep.
So no one sandwich is the same.
At once, all in one space, and now it's in the Guinness Book of World Records.
Yep. So what it was, everybody was in their respective kitchens, and it was just virtual, kind of round robin, where Al went from chef to chef to chef to chef to chef.
That's amazing.
So
Congratulations.
It was fun. Thank you very much.
That's cool. If you could break one more record, obviously not with sandwiches, what would be the next thing you would look to?
Oh, that is a great idea. I'm actually brainstorming that right now.
Would it be with cigars? Maybe.
What's that?
Cigars, maybe?
Cigars, maybe? What would it have to be a cigar? The world's biggest cigar? Smoking the most cigars back to back. That just sounds like a recipe for disaster.
That could be,
it would be something food, whether it be the world's largest something or the world's, most whatever, but definitely food related or strength. But I think those years have passed me. I'm 38 now. And if I wanted those type of strength records, I should have started a little earlier. But I made it to the 500 bench press club. So that's respectful.
Very nice.
That's respectful.
Why do you like to hurt me, bro? Now I just gotta look at little Matty's guns and have to work.
Wait a minute.
Just keep little Matty in frame.
I think he could be lifting the world's largest sandwich, the heaviest sandwich. That could be it.
That could be something. You might be on something. Right?
That could be it.
Might be on something.
I'm joining in on that. Food. This dude's food. I
Sandwich
remember the first. We're talking what, 7, 8 years? No, eight or 9.
No, that was like 5 years ago, about 5-6 years ago. We're talking about Cigarnable.
Yep. That was like
5-6 years ago.
I may have gone back for 5th or 6th, but nobody should really be judgmental.
It's all good, man. It's soaking the bourbon and the whiskey up. So hey, that's your story. You're sticking to it.
It always helps. We have a question from Richie Z watching us on YouTube. Does David have any delicious omelet recipes? Someone's thinking to breakfast. Any fun omelet egg recipes?
Man, I really think just kind of making it your own. I do a pretty cool. I like doing a lot of different seafoods. So I do a smoked salmon omelet. I do a lump crab meat omelet. If you have whatever say you cook the night before, you make ribeye, you make potatoes and asparagus. Use those leftovers, dice them up, and just repurpose them into an omelet. So whatever you have close, whatever you have left over, kind of make it your own. And that's kind of a good way to clear the kitchen out, clear the pantry and the fridge out, all those miscellaneous ingredients that have a couple days, a week left on it. Just take them out, just repurpose it, make an omelet. So I just think kind of with omelets, it's kind of a crapshoot. Whatever you have, near and dear, just kind of do that. But I like, some nice steak, some ribeye. I like some seafood, different types of cheeses, Swiss, Gruyere, Parmesan, saute some spinach down, hit it with that, some ham, some bacon, get crazy, get fun with it.
This is why we're friends. Yeah.
Yes. Just
put it. Just keep adding it in there. Keep throwing it in. Yeah.
There you go. Make it your own. Make it your own.
Do you have a favorite omelet recipe, Matty? Do you have one that's one of your go-tos?
Actually, I'm a simpleton, man. Like I said, that's why I love and respect chefs for what they do. So obviously, I'm more the guy who eats the amazing cuisine, but I could do little stuff. And Dave and I spoke about it before when I had the club, did a little sous chefing in the back to keep me honest. And for me, for an omelet, little cheddar, bacon, and avocado.
That sounds good. So are you putting the avocado actually in the eggs, or you're topping it with the avocado?
I actually put it in the egg, slice it up and put it in the egg. So wrap the cheese around it. So put everything together. So it's actually all together.
Okay, so I'm guessing you put the avocado in last, so it doesn't get all mushy.
Yep. And then as soon as that goes in, flip it, ready to roll, goes to the plate. Correct.
Well played, sir. Well played.
I do like a
the
little
best,
fish
baby.
in my omelet sometimes. I like salmon or a little crab or something. I love seafood in omelets. I think it can really work nicely.
So. I agree completely, man. So we're in occurrence. We're in agreement. We love the omelet. The omelet's great, man. Because there is no straightforward black and white blueprint. You just kind of make it yours.
That's right. That's right. And again, it's Bourbon Blog Live. Any food questions, any recipe questions, barbecue questions, whatever questions food related are on your mind, ask them to Chef David Rose as we all enjoy some cigars. And don't forget to tell us down below what you are smoking, drinking tonight, either or both. And definitely like this and retweet this. We do have one of those bags of coffee aged and used bourbon barrels from our friends from Janus Coffee Roasters of Wyoming.
Sounds pretty good, man.
That we're going to send to you if you get chosen. So to get chosen, like the video, retweet it, and or share it on whatever social media you're watching on.
Yes.
Hold on. Why don't I have that? Why am I not? Why is that not my possession right now? I'm confused.
You need some of that. We'll get you some.
Look.
We can
feel slighted.
You've been DQ'd. You've been DQ'd.
Cut me deep. You cut me deep.
We were going to let you in until you had to go show off the guns, and then we kind of DQ'd you on that. Tom and I had a little text back and forth and be like,
"That's understandable. That's understandable. I get it."
Like I said, now you gave me goals, bro. But what do you call it? So the owners are Shad and Shay out of Wyoming, man. So we can. I know Shad and Shay are out there. You out there, boys? So let's go hook up our boy, Mr. Big Swole David Rose, with a little cafecito. Even though, he shamed us, and I'm just sitting here looking at little Matty going, I got goals now. I got stuff to work. I got things I got to work to.
Gotta have goals, man. Gotta have goals.
We'd love for you to try it. Nice little hint of the of the bourbon on the coffee. Shad and I are actually working on a potential collaboration there on some whiskey barrels, so we'll be keeping you posted about that. We should say a couple nicknames for David Rose, of those of you watching that know David: Big Swole and the Biker Chef. I mean, these are some names you also go by, right?
Yeah. It's funny, as of late, not so much lately, but I got my start by those names, and people identify me still by those names, and I credit a lot of where I'm at by those names, and I think with me, I just always just kind of found a way to just bring all of my passions, all of my likes, all of my hobbies, and kind of bring them under one umbrella. Cigars, bourbon, motorcycles, food, and it's by some strange stroke of luck, it's worked. So Biker Chef and Big Swole, that is I.
Yeah, and I love the way you've been able to take the things that you enjoy, like cooking, working that into your appearances with Nissan. I mean, there's so many ways you've been able to infuse, even when you're representing one brand or showcasing one thing, you really bring it all together. I love that.
Thank you very much, man. Appreciate it, dude.
Yes.
Much respect. So Absolutely. You said, what are you guys smoking? I don't know if I missed it or not. What are you guys smoking and drinking this evening?
So today we decided, since before you got on, I figured, hey, Undercrowns are good enough for Bron. I had to go pull out an Undercrown, but I got the Dogma, so I don't know if I popped. Have you smoked Dogma yet, Dave?
I have not. No, you always surprise me at new stuff.
Yeah, I got to pop you one out there. So if you can tell from the I'll hold it this way so you can see it. So we got that soft box press going down. So as you know, through the years of smoking cigars, even the little tweaks like a box press adds a whole different intake and flavor to the stick. So I'll make sure I pop that in the bag. Tom, I think you had one when we were out in Vegas. So
the dog was very nice. The dog was very nice. So, and I'm doing one of the Undercrown Shadies, the M&M inspired cigar, which is also quite nice. And I may actually do one of these here in a little while. I have one of the Pappy Van Winkle cigars, which I'm a big fan of too. So I have that waiting in the wings there.
So I'm the rebel. I'm the man out, the one man out with my Davidoff.
It's great stuff too. Very nice.
Well, it's a change up. You get the Dominican tobaccos, and when you're smoking, when you're drinking whiskeys and stuff, you get the peatiness and the grassiness out of a Davidoff. So those match up. And of course, my non-adult beverage is an XL size cold brew, because anytime I drive to New York City, which I did today, I have temper tantrums, screaming at traffic. Everyone's like, "Oh no, it's COVID. You'll be fine." So as I said, and you'll appreciate where we ate. Big Swole. We went to Joe Shanghai's.
Nice.
And And a nice surprise, dude. I don't know if you've eaten there. Right next to it, it's been there for like 4 years. Is the Malaysian house, and I've never eaten there. Man, when I tell you that food was off the hook goodness. If you're still coming up for Thanksgiving, we'll head over there and check it out.
Okay, yeah. It may not be Thanksgiving, but definitely I'll be up there for Christmas.
Yeah. So it was a nice surprise. It was a nice surprise, and like I said, you don't think when you have in your mind I'm Joe Shanghai's. That's kind of where you go. So I was like, so JD, I was with JD today and walking and the boys, and he's like, hey, we're gonna have from next door too. I'm like, I just want my soup dumplings, and so it was shut the fuck up. We're also eating here, and I'm glad I did shut the fuck up. Thank you, JD, because it was fantastic. It was fantastic. They knocked it out of the park. So, and it didn't hurt that I had soup dumplings and more food. So I, you really have to bend my arm too much for that, bro.
If one thing I know about you, Matty, you love your food. You love your food. You're like a fat kid in a skinny kid's body. I don't know where it's going, but
no,
you must have one big ass tapeworm in your stomach because you don't gain any weight.
I'm actually down 30 pounds this week, so I took.
Look good, man. You look good.
Well done.
I should 30. Maybe I'll go through on the gloves again, but then I have to remember this body's old, and I bruise like a bad banana or a peach, bro. So we'll see about that. But Dave's got me thinking though. He's got Big Swole, Biker Chef. The fuck do I only have Husky? So I got to work on.
You have to come up with some new nicknames.
Yeah, Big Swole, Biker Chef. Matty, what are you? I'm Husky. Yeah.
We've had a variety of professional wrestlers on this show too, David. So I'm still working on my. If I'm a wrestler, what would be my wrestler name? So.
I'm waiting.
Let me see.
We're still. I think we had some. I think one of the gents gave me what I can't remember what it was. Something bourbon related, but maybe it was the Bourbon Storm. I don't know what it was. But
Bourbon Storm.
Something. There was one somebody gave me a few weeks ago.
I think it was Sags, right? Sags gave you a name.
I got it. You'd be a luchador. You'd have a mask on your face, and you'd be El Blanco Bourbon.
El Blanco. Okay, that could work.
Luchador. You gotta have the mask though for it to work.
And you have to be able to do a moonsault. I want to see a moonsault off the top rope.
I'm pretty sure Tom would break his neck trying to do a moonsault, but I'd take the money to see it. Why not? Sure.
Yeah.
As long as you get up after, you're okay.
Oh, I'd get up after. I wouldn't.
Okay, there you go. El Blanco Bourbon. Boom. You're welcome.
Bourbon will help with the pain. Bourbon will help with the pain after, of course.
Yeah.
I'm sending him a luchador mask, right? You're sweet, Tom.
It's done. El Blanco Bourbon. From now on, to me, your name is no longer Tom. It's El Blanco Bourbon.
El Blanco Bourbon. And then when I go into the ring, I keep the bow tie on, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of catchy, isn't it? It's kind of catchy.
Well done, Dave. I love you, man. You're getting that luchador mask, Tom. There's no way out.
No problem.
I see Tom now. I hear Tom. Matty, I didn't get the package, Matty. I'm sorry. I'll be like, I'm tracked the number. It says you received. Nope, did not get that. I'm like, no. I
really said
it. That's funny.
And Chef, whereabouts are you tonight? Where are you joining us from?
I am home. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia, just hanging out. Nice quiet night with the dogs. They're around here sleeping somewhere, and it's raining. Rainy night in Georgia. That's a song, right? Yeah, rainy night in Georgia. Just hanging out with you guys, man. This is my night, and I'm okay with that. I got a delicious cigar, delicious whiskey. What more do I need? I'm good.
A lot of good stuff. We'll make sure you get some of that coffee too.
Okay.
We'll make sure you get that coffee.
There you go. Yeah. I needed that today. Like I said, me driving the city, throwing my temper tantrums. I had to trade up for coffee today because it'll be quiet. But Canal Street is never quiet. There's such there's such a hustle on Canal Street. Which, to be honest, I wasn't too mad with because with COVID, you're kind of happy to see any hustle or any people. So, you take the bad with the good, and to see people doing their thing and moving. Everyone had their masks on, which I was actually impressed with. So everyone was walking around doing their thing. But that added to an extra 35 minutes just on Canal Street. So I almost bought a fake Rolex watch. When you're on Canal Street, or briefcase. Oh, look at this. Nice 14. Very nice 14 karat gold. And I'm like, dude, you put 14, but with a picture of a carat. Come on, man. This isn't real. I'm like,
and then 30 minutes later, your wrist is green.
Hey, true story. Years ago, and we're talking, I was still a teenager, so maybe 1989, 1990. I decided I was a badass going to the city, go get myself a stereo. So actually a boombox. So he showed me the nice Sanyo boombox. This is how old I am, dating myself.
Nice.
This nice Sanyo boombox. I'm like, I want that. And it was an absolute steal for $40. And then when I got home and opened the Sanyo box up, it was literally a bunch of like drywall and newspaper.
Why would you not open it? Why would you not open it?
I just told you you see, I love the guy, but he's got to give Matty the dude. I was like 18 years old. It was a putz. I already thought I was badass enough to go to the city. You know,
Matty, I love you, but at 18, you should know better than that. I'm sorry.
Hey.
My parents like 12 or 13. But
yo,
18,
bro.
You're a grown-ass man.
No. But you blame my parents. They took me out of the city and they moved me to the burb. So meanwhile, I'm like, I've just scored this quite great deal.
Yeah.
and I may or may not have shed a little tear of anger on that one. All right,
you learned a lesson though.
I done got had, son.
Lesson.
At least I didn't buy the Rolex watch with 2 L's. I'm like, Rolex, I didn't know that had 2 L's. Nah, I'm good for the watch. I'll come next time. I'll get that.
Why are there 3 X's at the end of my Rolex?
Yeah, I was like, very nice, good quality, good, very nice.
Kind of fishy. But I gotta ask you this: how has New York been? I know New York, being from the tri-state area myself, it's always just a lot of major traffic and a lot of action and just business and just buzzing and people running around. How has it been different? I've seen it on TV, but like, how has it actually been to be there in New York? How's COVID kind of taking a toll on that?
I think the most shocking place to go is, and Dave, you worked there, you've been on NBC and all the studios and everything. So when you go through Midtown and Midtown is dead and you can walk in the street, that's where you're just like, wow, that vibe is missing. Because remember, 25% capacity for the restaurants if you're lucky. So many places have not opened back up, and a lot of the big corporate businesses have not asked people to come back to work yet, and they've remained remote. So when you're just think about walking down 6th Ave and 48, and you can walk in the street because there's nobody there. It's just weird. It's eerie. That's why I said going down to being in the Bowery and seeing some kind of hustle and bustle made me feel a little bit good. But if you go into Midtown and everything else, bro, you could just see it's a wasteland, and it's crazy. You have a city, 13 million people, including the boroughs, and you can walk down 6th Ave, just unheard of. You could see where that lifeline and that lifeblood is really missing, and that New York vibe and that New York energy. And again, another reason I just can't wait for this to be over, just like everybody else, and get that lifeblood, because there's something special about New York City. There's a very particular energy, and and it hurts because it's missing, bro.
You just don't see it.
I agree, man. Like, being from up there, I'm right across the bridge, the GW, born and raised in Teaneck and Inglewood, and for me, New York at a very young age, it's always just so special to me. And being from the tri-state area is a huge reason why I'm a lover of food, because it's a huge melting pot. It's like, the epicenter of everything global, where you have, Indian food, Chinese food, Jamaican food, Italian food, the pizza. Damn, I miss the pizza. Pizza and bagels. Pizza and bagels.
All right, I know.
I miss most about up north. Pizza and bagels, just the culture, the Indian. It's just amazing. And this kind of hurts me because I've had family personally affected by COVID in the medical field, and just looking at Times Square, where Times Square, you guys all know Times Square. Times Square is always buzzing, and people are moving around and hustling, doing their thing. But to kind of see it, especially in the beginning with the pandemic, to see just a vacant Times Square, it was something straight out of like a scary movie or Walking Dead. It felt surreal. It felt super surreal.
Yeah, man, 100%.
What's it looking like there in Atlanta, Chef?
Atlanta is a different culture. Atlanta, everything is open. Bars, restaurants, clubs, strip clubs, massage parlors, other massage parlors. Literally everything, man. Governor said just to hell with it. Forget little Matty Rock. I saw him in a strip club also, hanging out with his shirt on. And I'm like, dude, this is a female strip club. Take it easy, put your shirt on, But Atlanta is a different breed, man. Like, Atlanta is a country into itself, where the governor and the Atlanta, Georgia culture just does what they want. So even though numbers are spiking, everything is wide open. Everything's open, you know. So I kind of pick and choose where I go. Yeah, we're wide open, man. Everything's open. It's like, you know, back to business as usual.
Right.
So my favorite steak joint down there is open. Bones is open.
Bones is open.
Oh,
Bones is open. All the restaurants are open. It's just, you know, of course they have, you know, protocol for COVID, not as, you know, packed as they normally can be, but, you know, packed within reason. But hey, we're rocking and rolling down here.
Got a question from Jolie. We know Jolie. Thanks so much for watching us on Facebook, Jolie. Do you have a COVID comfort food that you've made for yourself? Is there something that you've enjoyed having a whole lot during COVID, or just one you've created maybe?
Oh, yeah, definitely, man. For me, like, you know, comfort food kind of goes back to my Jamaican roots. And my mom lives in Atlanta also. So mom's cooking is just kind of always just kind of brings me back. It's like a time machine. You know, it brings me back to, you know, my earliest ages, you know, 8, 10, 12 years old. Just kind of, you know, being happy and living off mom's food. And mom and dad were chefs, so the food was always good. So Jamaican food is my comfort food. Oxtails, curry goat, curry chicken, Jamaican stew peas, beef patties. I love short ribs, ackee and saltfish, the whole nine. But I've been just eating, you know, a lot of steaks. A lot of steaks, like a good ribeye, bone-in ribeye, tomahawk ribeye. You know, it's just me and the dogs here. So I'm making a lot of steaks, just medium rare, right there on the big green egg grill, and just giving them the bones after and eating a lot of that. And just enjoying life and just experimenting with these amazing different cuts of meats. So Jamaican food and steaks, those are my comfort foods.
Those are the comfort foods. So many good comfort foods. Obviously, more people. I mean, well, and we should ask you this too. Being the chef you are, and having the friends in the chef community, I know it's been a really rough time. Obviously, during the pandemic. What are you seeing nationwide, and any general thoughts about what you're seeing, and any trends you think will come out of this era?
I think we already see it right now. You know, people are cooking a lot more at home because, you know, as far as just the environment and kind of, you know, the temperature the country's at right now, a lot of people are opting to kind of cook home, stay at home, and kind of, you know, create dishes and relearn to cook, and also teaching their children to cook, which, even though I'm a chef, I have friends that have restaurants and are hurting right now. Like, my heart goes out to them. Like, I'd love to see families reconnecting, families learning to cook, get back in the kitchen, and that family time. If anything, I'd say that I hope anybody got out of the entire thing, the entire pandemic, is that reassessing what's important to you in life. And to me, family is usually important. And I think a lot of times people just kind of get away from that, where they're busy with work, they're busy with traveling for work, you know, they're busy with this, they're busy with that, and just don't have time to just kind of press that reset button and just kind of, you know, reevaluate where they are in life, and just reassessing the lack of time spent with their wife, their children. And if anything, what I would say is that COVID just gave us all a chance to reset and kind of, you know, recalibrate where our lives are at and just enjoying family again. So I see a lot more cooking going on at home, and I'm looking forward, you know, to work with Omaha Steaks very closely to kind of help with that and kind of facilitate with, you know, my, you know, special brand of cooking and my flair. So cooking at home, I see a lot of that, a lot of takeout, DoorDash, Uber Eats, a lot of that, because it's going to be a while before people, the general consensus of people and the overall, you know, population feel 100% comfortable getting back in the restaurants, you know, and dining, because it's a lot. Now with the new spikes, you know, another kind of apprehension that comes along with it.
That's absolutely true. And companies like Omaha Steaks, this is a real chance for people to experience something new, to try something new, and to bring that to their families, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah. They're going to be I know the news is official already. Is there going to be a first appearance that you're going to make on behalf of Omaha Steaks, or has it already happened?
We're working on some things right now. We're looking to just knock it out of the park, because whatever I do, you guys know me by now. Whatever I do, it's no small thing. It's got to be a home run. It's got to be big. It's got to be grandiose. It's got to be over the top. So a lot of TV stuff we're working on right now. A lot of social media, a lot of branded content, a lot of recipes we're planning to make in the near future. So When it comes, I'll give you guys a heads up, but it's gonna be big. It's gonna be big. I might even be swole too, so we'll see.
Oh, yeah, you see, you had
Might
it.
Might even be
swole.
swole too. It's not gonna be husky. It's not gonna be husky. It's gonna be swole. It's gonna be swole. Swole.
Thought you loved me, bro. Come on, man.
I do love you. I do love you. It's like that big brother, little brother thing where like I beat you up and give you gut punches, but it's from a place of love and tender care, you know?
So now you said something that's piqued my interest too, because you know from being a Jersey boy, Ridgewood has the Omaha steak over on Oak. So are you going to put together? I would love to see Omaha. You listening? I'd love to see some David Rose specialty box sets. How cool would that be? So
and who's to say that's not already working?
Why can't I just win once? Just give me a little something, bro. Just something. Dave's like, oh, how do you know? How do you know, Matty? That's not already done. Yeah.
I'm pulling your leg. I'm pulling your leg.
Oh, I can't have nothing. This is why I can't have nice things.
You can have it. You can have it. You can have it. I'm gonna give that to you.
Dave's
I rescind my last statement.
Tom, Dave's already like this. Look,
I like it. I like
just,
it.
just let him have this piece. Let him have this morsel. Yeah. There you go.
You got it, Matty. You got it.
Yes.
I'm gonna look into that. I'm gonna look into that.
David, back on. We'll have to have some of the Omaha proteins and pair them with cigars. And because we have so many cigar friends that watch our Cigar Saturday every Saturday, and we love your talent, Dave. As far as pairings, I mean, I know you did quite a few when I was with you a few years ago on the trail there. What are some of your favorite food and cigar pairings? I mean, what do you think really makes it good? Because I'm always looking at alcohol and cigar pairings. What do you like as food and cigar, as far as what you can munch on and have a cigar with?
I think it really kind of boils down to the taste profile of different cigars. As we all know, all cigars aren't created equal, and all cigars, for the most part, they might have similarities, but no one cigar is the same. So to me as a chef, with my TLC events and stuff I do with Davidoff and Camacho, it starts with a cigar and kind of breaking down the flavor profile where, some cigars, if they're lighter, a little fruitier, they might be better with, dessert, something a little more spicier, a little more robust, a little oakier, a nice steak, nice protein, pork chop, something, medium intensity, maybe poultry or chicken or seafood. So it pretty much boils down to that. But I just think for me, you're smoking a cigar, you get those toasty notes, fire, tobacco, grilling, smoking, like you can't go wrong with that. So anything grilled, anything smoked, that's like kind of the catch-all.
Right.
It kind of, circumferences everything. Grilled, smoked meats, even smoked desserts, you can't go wrong with that. So if you have a grill, you have a barbecue, that's the way to go.
That little bit of smoke with that smoky flavor, it enhances it so nicely. We have a question. What do you recommend in the way of smokers? What's your favorite kind of smoker? What do you like to smoke meats on?
Big Green Egg Grill. I am an ambassador of Big Green Egg as well, and to me, it's awesome. It's amazing. It's great. To me, I like to kind of say it and describe the Big Green Egg as the Swiss Army knife of grills, of smokers, where it could smoke. It could do low and slow for your pork butts, your brisket, your ribs. It could do high and fast for your steaks, your pizzas. And the really cool thing about it is that, what separates to me the Big Green Egg from other smokers is the ceramics. So I don't know if you guys know or not. Big Green Egg, they commissioned NASA to make the ceramics for their smokers, for their grills. So it heats up fast, it cools down fast, and retains temperatures very evenly. So, the longest thing I ever docked for as far as length was a brisket, where I've had it in there for 8 hours. And pretty much for the most part, if you leave that smoker closed, it's going to retain that temperature. And it's very porous because of those high grade NASA type ceramics. So it's very forgiving. It retains moisture as opposed to a traditional, smoker or grill where it's just straight steel. And, that heat can get kind of intense. But that porous nature of the ceramics is cooking it, but it's also keeping it very moist. So Big Green Egg all the way.
It's the only one that does it.
Yeah. He pulled the science thing too. It's like science. Look, Big Swole brings you science too. Look at this. You got me out. You got me stoked with the pizza part, man. I'm like,
yeah, man. You can literally. I've made pizzas, steaks, roast, ribs, butts. Made a little mini suckling pig on there once. I love doing desserts. And the great thing about it is that, you know, you get a nice little smoky note, you know, because you got to have that little savory note to kind of balance out the sweetness, that little bit of salt. And the salt really kind of accentuates the flavor of anything. So a pinch of salt in desserts, it goes a long way and kind of volumizes that sweetness and that flavor profile in anything.
Nice, very nice. It's the big green egg, and it's the way to go. And I've been fortunate enough to try some of the great treats you've created on that. Even some, I used to actually sneak him a little bottle of my, or actually a big bottle of my bourbon. He would throw it on shrimp. Was it rum or bourbon you put on the shrimp? I couldn't remember.
Both. I was drinking a bit that night, so probably both.
It was probably both. So.
Probably both. I think it was rum. I made a rum barbecue sauce. Barbecue sauce. It was on a crispy wonton with the mango salsa. And I put some of the rum in the mango too.
I just got a text on my phone, since you guys don't remember. Something about AA. What is this that came up? Something sponsored AA. I don't know.
I'm sorry. We're talking about food right now. We're talking about food and marination and sauces and glazes.
Maybe both.
I'm sorry. It might have been this. It was juice. It was pineapple juice. That was it.
It might have been that. No, I
all of the above.
Chef David Rose and I had some fun in Honduras, and I'm still trying to remember the first night you and I were doing the cigar thing. The first night we got to Honduras, there was something that you tried that was this liquor that we both tried. Do you remember the story?
Dude, that was what was it called again?
It's called marijuana.
Marijuana.
It did not have
marijuana. Not marijuana. It was called marijuana, and it's like roots.
It's like roots. That's what it is.
Something, and they ferment the roots.
Yes.
And they distill the roots. And like that marijuana, it's like moonshine, like to the fourth power. I was doing some time traveling that night. Drinking marijuana.
All right.
Good time. Good time. Marijuana.
Now I know why you guys aren't allowed back in Honduras.
Yeah. It was potent. It was potent. I think I maybe had 1 or 2 shots, like 2, 3 fingers. Normal person fingers, Tom. Like 2, 3 fingers.
I know.
And I was like, where am I?
I remember that. That was a fun first night.
And am I in Holland? Am I in Alaska? David, you're in Honduras. Take it easy. Calm down. You might want to go to sleep.
Yeah. So I do remember that, and I know that I think it was one of the cigar rollers. Do you know this marijuana stuff, Matty? I feel like one of the cigar ambassadors we had on a few weeks ago mentioned the marijuana, but I don't know. I feel like they did, and I'm like, I remember having somebody else. Jeff David Rose.
No, I've heard of it because it's a big thing in Honduras, and that's their local thing. And I believe that they made it for when you have to land. Do you remember what your plane does when you land in Honduras? You think, like, hey, looks like we're going to crash into the side of this is great. And your plane just drops. And I'm like, that's how
for real. It's like we're circling, boom. Like straight up 90-degree landing.
I've told everybody you have to pack at least 1 extra pair of drawers for your first trip there. Because you're like, mountain. And then,
it was intense. It was intense, but we're here. We're here. We made it.
Even though Chef David Rose has the big swamp, I will say I think I did stay out longer than David did that first night.
You did. Oh, you did.
I did.
You did. Again, I will give you that.
Different size fingers, right? On the
Wow, I got nothing. Wow, this has been a real non-ego. This has been a real non-ego night for me. Tom's like, I don't want to brag, but Dave had to go to sleep. I was out. All right.
Hey,
it was probably a smart idea.
I underestimated the marijuana. I think I had more marijuana than you,
that's
probably why I messed up.
That's possible.
Like, marijuana, I'll try it out. This is good. Wait, hold on. What the hell?
You were ready to fly right back in.
Underestimate the marijuana.
You were ready to fly right back in. You ready to fly right back in.
That was my mistake.
Oh, now actually somebody's telling us, is it Barn Door watching us on YouTube says he has a bottle of marijuana. So there are people out there that are quite familiar with this.
Bro,
but whatever. I think that is his name. Yeah, Barn Door. Thank you for watching us on YouTube. So many great places. We're live on YouTube, on Twitter, and on Facebook. And if you're watching this on any of them, please share this. The audio of this will also be up permanently, as well as the video, but the audio will be up on our podcast channel, which is down below, anchor.fm/BourbonBlog. So if you need something to listen to as you sip your bourbon or think about bourbons or dream of bourbons, this is the podcast to subscribe to. We appreciate everybody watching tonight and everybody who's sharing tonight. Again, in just a few minutes, we're going to have Chef David Rose pick up a random number out we're going to see how many people actually retweeted and liked this, and we're going to see who wins that coffee. But this is a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to see you tonight, Chef David Rose and Matty. A good time for us all to spend together here and reconnect. Hey, I want to show you just how close I had this by. I do have some Uncle Nearest here, not too far away, and it is a popular one. See how much we've had of this. So I'm going to actually have my next pour is going to be an Uncle Nearest. Yours is the white, and they're both amazing, by the way. The white and black label. You've had both, haven't you, Chef?
I was gonna get that, but they're out tonight.
They're both really good. Yeah. They're both so nice. They're both really good, and they're doing some amazing things as they're growing. What they're doing there in Tennessee, it's great whiskey. Anything else that's been one of your go-to pours during the pandemic? People are kind of making, because I know you make great cocktails too. Anything that you've been making during the pandemic that you've really enjoyed, David?
Man, you see me, dude, I've just been on the whole weight loss kick. So for me, I'm trying to just avoid unnecessary calories. So I just go straight with the bourbon or like Bach on the Rocks or Club Soda. I just, keep the mixers, keep the juice, keep all that sweet stuff.
Don't tell anybody the calories in this. Come on.
Just give me the booze, So I just been sipping stuff neat, Uncle Nearest, Bullet, Basil Hayden, Willet, a lot of whatchamacallit, what else I've been drinking? A little bit of Pappy. I got some of that gifted as well. And red wine, So I've just been, in moderation, just, sipping while I drink, because that, for me, that kind of enhances the experience. And, it's the holy trinity, food, drinks, cigars. And, I just try to kind of find a way to kind of bring it all together and just have and evolve and create complementary flavors.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
That's what I've been doing.
Hey, Swole, shoot your So guys and gals who aren't following Swole already, give them your Twitter and your Instagram, and of course you want to be following Omaha Steaks as well to see what Voodoo Magic is doing. But drop where they could follow you, Dave.
Website chefdavidrose.com, Facebook Chef David Rose, Instagram Chef David Rose, Twitter, which I don't use so much because Twitter's kind of an anomaly, kind of a Rubik's Cube to me. But David Rose at Chef David Rose. So just type in Chef David Rose, it'll pop up. If you type in David Rose, what I found is that, I don't know if you guys watch Schitt's Creek, but Eugene Levy's name is David Rose on that show, and he actually appears before me. So I'm petitioning to have Google have my number one. But just type in Chef David Rose and this mug will pop up. You
heard that. You guys can change that. Get Dave Rose to the top. He's challenging you. Challenged, accepted.
But I do love Schitt's Creek, so I'm not mad at it. But I kind of do want that number.
Yeah, look. He's like, I'm not mad at it, but look, a little bit.
I kind of a little bit, but I do like the show.
I noticed that. I had typed that in not long ago, and I saw that. So, so this is where you want to find him: chefdavidrose.com or almost all social media. Go to @Chef David Rose, and you'll find him. But you watch the show, you might who knows? You might even have a cigar with this guy someday. I don't know. Could happen.
And Tom, let everybody know out there. Obviously, COVID's still going down, so Tom's usually running around and traveling. But remember, you can go reach out to Tom, and if you want to do a bourbon tasting or a bourbon and cigar tasting, Tom can put that together virtually, groups of 10 to literally whatever. So reach out to Tom. Tom, make sure you throw that all up. So get those virtual tastings going. There's still outdoor barbecues going. And like I said, if you hang out in Atlanta, well, shit, everything apparently is open. Hashtag jealous.
Atlanta is, it might be a good or a bad thing, but hey, we're open.
I just come down to Chef Big Swole and get some steak. That's what I'm getting out of this.
Matty and I are gonna make a road trip and come join you.
Forget Arby's. I got the meat.
He has
the
I hear lawyers talking. I hear the dude from the commercial right now. Ho, 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 Dave. You're going to get a visit.
Hey, it is what it is. But yeah, man, I'd love that. You guys let me know when you come down, and I'll kill this spread for you. You can make that happen.
Oh, he'll bring the drink.
I would
I'll bring
love
the
that.
smokes.
I would
We're good.
I'm not too far. Well, I'm not too far
No.
from Atlanta, so we might just make that happen. We may have to make that happen at some point.
Okay. Sounds
Yeah.
like a plan, fellas. Sounds
Yeah.
like a plan.
But
Oh.
in addition to the Omaha Steaks, which I know is exciting news and something very big, anything else you're working on right now, Chef, that you want to share? Any other things in the works?
I always got to have something in the works,
Yeah.
but I cannot talk about it right now. But we could save that for another appearance. But there is some. This is just the first wave of what I have coming forward in the future, and 2021 it's going to be even bigger. So I'll keep you guys posted, and maybe follow up with something else after this. So stay tuned. I will say that. Stay tuned. Follow me, and you'll see what comes next.
Hashtag teaser. Well played, dude.
I'm a tease. Like, hey, you can't just give it to them. You gotta you gotta give them an amuse-bouche, then an appetizer, then a salad, then the main course. You don't just jump right to the main course. You gotta warm them up first.
So you heard that he's just dropping snacks, So you have to listen to what he's got next. He's just a little breadcrumb trail, except it's made out of meat.
Follow
little
the
filet
meat.
mignon break of
Yeah.
filet mignon nugget trail. Yeah, there we go.
Exactly. Follow the filet mignon nuggets, and I won't steer you wrong.
All right, one more chance here for you all to, if you're watching right now, share this on whatever social media. In just about 2 minutes, we'll draw the winner for the. And actually, Shad actually just shared his website. We'll draw the winner for the bag of that bourbon barrel finished coffee.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good.
Yes. In just a moment.
Shadster, you got to send some out to Big Dave, man. Even though it made me feel sad about my arms, my body, my nickname, pretty much everything. But he's
all right. Let me see the arms, Matty. Take the jacket off. Matty. You work with.
You know what? I've been
I can't get
like I said,
Put the hoodie. Take the hoodie off. Let me see.
Hold on, they've been getting back there. You can see you got the forearms. Forearms
All right,
getting big
flex.
again.
Flex for me.
Forearms are getting big again.
Yes.
Are you flexing?
Oh shit!
What's happening?
Dog.
I said flex.
Yo, man, we got to talk when I see you, bro. I'm just saying.
Matty, when I say flex, bro, like you gotta flex, man. Like flex. You see that? That right there is taking the entire screen up. Hold on. The entire screen. Now that's an arm. Like Crocodile Dundee, that's a knife.
All right.
That's a knife.
You know what? I don't see a permit for those guns, so I'm gonna get my revenge.
But I will say, Matty,
permit for the guns.
I will say, Matty, like your beard game, I'm trying to get where you're at. I have my COVID quarantine beard hair, which I'm gonna keep, but your beard game is you're crushing me in that. So you have that.
It is a great beard.
You have that going for yourself.
Have you been growing it even more, Chef, since the quarantine? Have you been just getting a little longer?
Yeah. I gotta keep it kept and trimmed and manicured. But like, I'm digging the beard.
I'm gonna
digging the quarantine beard.
I'm gonna give him the hair. I'm gonna send him down
I like having the bald head. The bald head is very low maintenance, but the beard, I'll gladly take some of the whatever your secrets are. Please share because your beard game is A1.
Ferocious.
Any secret?
A1.
Any tips, Matty? Any
You know what? We've had him as a guest, and Dave knows him. Snitsky's beard oil, man.
Yes. Yeah,
So
that stuff is great, actually.
Gene's beard oil keeps everything nice and soft. It has castor oil in there, and it's not an over. It's not something that a smell that knocks you into the middle of next week. Like, God damn, what the hell is in here? So a very, very light smell, light fragrance, and like I said, keeps the beard in condition. Doesn't make you swole and stuff, but I got to do what I got to do.
I'm gonna give you a movie. I'm gonna give you a movie reference right now, like gold star for both of you if you get it. Just Betty's and Juices.
This is a question.
It's a movie reference.
Okay. It's okay. This is trivia.
Just so what Matty uses, I'm saying it's just Betty's and Juices.
I'm terrible.
Come on, guys, don't fail me. Come on, don't fail me.
I'm all failure this evening. It's great. I'm gonna go home and just cry myself.
Okay. I'm gonna give you a lob right now. It's an Eddie Murphy movie.
Oh God.
1980s, circa 1988, 89. Eddie Murphy.
It's not Beverly Hills Cop. Let's see, Coming to America. That's right, Coming to America.
Yes, Coming to America.
There we go.
All right.
Yeah. Good lord, bro. What you got in your head?
Yeah. What do you use for your hair? There we go. I got it. No.
Come on.
It's my favorite line from there is NC-17. It's like, fuck you too.
I was trying to figure out, like, I don't think I've heard this one, but no, I like Coming to America. I've just forgotten that line of it.
All right, that's your homework. Watch Coming to America. Watch
you gotta
that
watch
part.
it once again. You're gonna watch it once again.
My best line still gonna be "fuck you, fuck you too."
Or this is a good one too. When you think of trash, think of Hakeem.
Oh, damn.
That's a classic movie. That's also my favorite movie of all time.
Which one?
Coming to America.
Coming to America. No,
yes.
It's a great film.
All right. If we're gonna go Eddie Murphy movies, where's this line from? Oh, so you want to hit people with trash cans?
Come on, bro. Harlem Nights. That's a gimme. Come on.
Dude, that might be one of my favorite lines.
Shoot me, I'm a pinky toe. Shoot me. I'll shoot that gnarly. I'll shoot that gnarly amount off.
That is the best line ever. Oh, so you like to hit people with garbage cans? every time I hear it, man, I just break out.
Yeah.
He's like, oh.
Yeah, that's a great movie, man. Eddie Murphy, man, like, he's got a solid catalog of movies, man. So I'm fingers crossed. I'm such a lover of Coming to America, so I'm hoping and praying, hands up to the sky, that the Coming to America 2 does it justice, because that's the worst thing you can do, because that's a perfect movie. And a lot of times, you don't need a sequel. So to me, Coming America doesn't need a sequel. So since it's coming out already, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, it's good.
Fingers crossed that it won't be Pluto Nash.
Oh
yeah, I said it.
God.
Yeah, I said it.
Worse than that was Goldfinger. I don't know what he was thinking. I hope he got a fat check out of that, but
I don't think he
86 Goldfinger. Yeah, you go. I'm sure you take it though.
Looks like Coming to America is going to be coming out in late December. It looks like, from what I've been seeing. Yeah, so that'll be fun to see. Well, again, if you're looking for Chef David Rose social media, there's the place to go. And Chef David Rose, my friend, so great to see you tonight. Thanks so much for jumping on here to chat with us both, to have a sip, a little smoke, to chat about food and all that's been happening. And number between 1 and 12, David Rose, and that's going to be the number that aligns with the person that's retweeted and reshared this is going to be the winner. What's the number between 1 and 12?
Number between 1 and 12. Let's go with what do they win again? They win the bourbon aged coffee.
The bourbon aged coffee, yes.
Okay.
From our boys at Janice.
Number between 1 and 12. Let's go with 9.
All right. Looks like number 9 is Deanne Coffin. Deanne, thank you so much for sharing that on Facebook. You are the winner of that coffee. And we'll continue to. I like this trivia. This is some good. We'll have to maybe bring more trivia to our Cigar Saturday.
You can't go wrong with trivia.
That's right.
You can't go wrong with trivia. And you know, it's crazy. Like, I've been watching a lot of old school movies lately during COVID. And I've just for the first time seen The Shining and One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. And it makes me respect Jack Nicholson's craft that much more, especially One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Like, dude, man, like, you look at him now, you're like, he's tame compared to what he was then. Like, truly Oscar-winning performances, man. Love those movies.
Have you seen Chinatown yet?
No, I have not. I'm watching that tonight, then. Chinatown. Done. Boom.
Make that your next movie, man. That's definitely a good Jack movie, bro. 100%.
What's that one about?
I'm not telling you. Just watch it, and it'll be up there in your top Jack Nicholson movies.
Okay, I'm halfway through Easy Rider right now because I know he makes a cameo as a hitchhiker, so I'm watching that right now. But man, The Shining, dude, I was looking around, looking under my bed and opening the door and everything that went bump of the night, just kind of looking around like, dude, for the time that movie was made, it's timeless because the cinematography, the acting, the classic lines. Here's Johnny, red rum.
Yes.
Like, dude, it's creepy. It's a creepy movie.
It really
that
is.
kid was creepy, but I like creepy. I'm weird like that.
All right, we gotta get some twins. we gotta get some twins waiting at his front door.
I went.
Not those. Scare the piss out of me.
I went to the hotel that inspired the building and that inspired the structure in Colorado a few years ago, and it kind of a spooky place too. But I love that one.
Mm-hmm.
Is that your favorite Halloween movie? If there was one that you were going to pick, is that the one you would pick?
Nah, man, I gotta go with Halloween. I gotta go with Halloween because that music. As a kid, that music would have evoked fear into me. Like when you hear that, you know somebody about to die. You know somebody about to die. And if it's somebody of my shade, it's probably gonna be them first.
You had a good run. You had a good run.
Had a good run. And that's the thing that really bothered me with Shining. If I have one gripe about Shining, you got the chef. He's leaving his cozy, warm house off his couch all the way to Colorado. And as soon as he steps in the hotel, he gets killed. You should have stayed your ass home.
Yep. And if you think about it, your ass home. You just shake your head. You're like 40, it's actually forget that, like 70% of the movie, guy getting there. I'm on my way. I'm here. You dead. It's like
as soon as he walks in the door, he stabs him. I'm like, come on, really? You gotta do better than that. Outside of that, perfection.
So now we know David's like this. Yeah, bro got the bum rush, man. What the fuck? Took him 70% of the movie to get here, and he's gone.
You should have stayed home, bro. You should have stayed home.
So now you have the alt version from Big Swole, where he's just like gets a call. He's like, nah, I ain't going nowhere. See ya.
All right, now Matlock's on. Take it easy. Wish you best of luck.
Yeah,
I'm just going back to TV watching.
It's cold and shit. I'm not going anywhere.
I ain't going nowhere. You know. So hey, protect your ass.
Do that. And I just realized, Matty, a week from tonight, that will be Halloween night. Our episode next week will indeed be Halloween.
Yes, sir.
First of all, who's our guest, and what are you all? Any costume choices for next week?
I already look scary and creepy, so I'm just gonna probably be in my usual form. But next week we got the rock and roller, the lead singer, Ted Poley, Danger will be in the house, and it's going to be a broadcast we haven't had before. I'm not going to drop too much, but when I say in the house, I mean in the house. But I'm not gonna say any more. So just tune in next week. Ted Poley, start listening. Pull out your Danger album. Ted Poley's got a bunch of good solo albums out. Listen to a little Bang Bang. Get yourself in the 80 mood.
Nice.
Rest of it, Rest of it, I keep a little tight lip because it's gonna be a different kind of broadcast. You know what I'm saying? Be a little bit.
Okay. I like that. I like what you're throwing down. I'm picking up what you're throwing down, sir.
You're not the only one who could drop them little steak nuggets there, Rose. You dig? Not.
Drop it.
Dookie.
Drop it.
See,
I like it. Good.
I learned from my best.
For Matty Rock next week. I don't know. I don't know if you're not scary to me. You may be to some people. David, any costume parties you're going to, virtual or otherwise? What's your costume going to be?
Well, I ordered a Michael Myers mask, so we'll see how that goes when it comes. But I don't know, man. You know, COVID is just kind of, it's a different world living in right now. So I might just do something real low key. I don't know, maybe like 5 or 6 people, hanging out, drinking, cooking. It might be just that. So we'll see. But as far as huge Halloween parties, I think I'm gonna pass this year.
He's just gonna be cuddled up in a blanket, watching Ghost crying.
Or that, that too.
I have to get in my little jibby jabs, bro. Come on.
Hey, it's all good. It's all good. So we'll see. We'll see. Something might change between now and then, but that's the game plan. I might dress up as Matty Mad Rock.
Oh, you'll scare the shit out of kids. You dress up like Matty Rock. Damn. I don't want to trick or treat here. I don't want to trick or treat here no more.
Exactly. So something low key, something just hanging out. I just pray and hope that 2021, because we're all people. We're all people persons. We love being around people. We love being social. We love being in large gatherings and socializing and talking trash, laughing, drinking, smoking, eating. But that to me is the hardest part of this. Just not being able to be out there and just touching and connecting with people. So hopefully 2021, we can get back to some semblance of normality, whatever that may look like.
Murder hornets. Murder hornets. Murder hornets that have COVID. That's what I'm thinking.
It's crazy, man. I saw a meme or a GIF or a video. I forgot what it was, but it's a countdown for 2020, going to 2021. And the countdown's going, it's 3, 2, 1. And then this like real cryptic voice says, round 2.
I stay under my bed.
This is the warm up. This is the warm up. The worst is yet to come. So round 2 is coming. I'm just moving to Canada or back to Jamaica.
No mas. Yeah, no mas. I'm out.
You guys, but USA, peace out. If there's a round 2, and it gets worse than this.
Yeah. Let's hope it doesn't. But we're definitely looking forward to more good conversations here on Cigar Saturday, and we'll have you back a lot. And it's so good to see you, man. I know we've talked a little during the pandemic. It's great to see you and have a virtual smoke and drink with you. It's really great to see you, and I'm very happy to hear about your news with the Omaha Steaks, man. Really well done.
Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for having me on here. And it's great. Even though it's virtual, I feel like I'm right there with you, cigar and cocktail in hand. So salute.
Cheers, y'all. Thanks for watching Cigar Saturday, and join us next week. Same place, Bourbon Blog Live. Cheers, Matty. Cheers, Dave. Good seeing you guys.
Much love, y'all. Everyone be safe. Great seeing you, Dave. Much love. See you soon, brother.
Great seeing you also, guys. Peace out.
Cheers.
And